Good Sunday night. Try to get everything positioned right again here. Yeah, I know I ain't got my hat on. Alright. Hope y'all are all staying warm. The light's gonna be shining off my forehead, might blind some of y'all tonight. Woo! Alright, so it's going to be Genesis 48 through 50 tonight, and we're going to be wrapping up Genesis. And we'll be moving into, what is it, Exodus? Exodus. That's a good chapter. There's some good verses in there. I was reading just today. I seen pop up somewhere. I'm working on editing the camping video for y'all tonight, so hopefully it'll be up in the morning or tomorrow. Yes, sir. Thanks for going live tonight. You're welcome, man. Sorry it's a little bit late, Colby. I know y'all gonna have to get to bed here shortly, and we are too, but hey, better late than never, though. That's the way I look at it. Alright, so just for that, we'll go ahead and, out of respect for y'all, we'll jump right in and get going fast. This is our 1 year Bible read for anybody just joining in. So jump on in, and we'll get after it. Genesis 48. Sorry, go ahead.
Sometime later, Joseph was told, "Your father is ill." So he took his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, along with him. When Jacob was told, "Your son Joseph has come to you," Israel rallied his strength and sat up on the bed. Jacob said to Joseph, "God Almighty appeared to me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and there he blessed me, and said to me, 'I am going to make you fruitful and increase your numbers. I will make you a community of peoples, and I will give this land as an everlasting possession to your descendants after you.' Now then, your 2 sons born to you in Egypt before I came to you here will be reckoned as mine. Ephraim and Manasseh will be mine, just as Reuben, Simeon are mine. Any children born to you after them will be yours. In the territory they inherit, they will be reckoned under the names of their brothers. As I was returning from Paddan, to my sorrow Rachel died in the land of Canaan while we were still on the way, a little distance from Ephrath. So I buried her there beside the road to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem." When Israel saw the sons of Joseph, he asked, "Who are these?" "They are the sons God has given me here," Joseph said to his father. Then Israel said, "Bring them to me so I may bless them." Now Israel's eyes were failing because of old age, and he could hardly see. So Joseph brought his sons close to him, and his father kissed them and embraced them. Israel said to Joseph, "I never expected to see your face again, and now God has allowed me to see your children too." Then Joseph removed them from Israel's knees and bowed down with his face to the ground. And Joseph took both of them, Ephraim on his right towards Israel's left hand, and Manasseh on his left towards Israel's right hand, and brought them close to him. But Israel reached out his right hand and put it on Ephraim's hand, though he was younger. And crossing his arms, he put his left hand on Manasseh's head, even though Manasseh was the firstborn. Then he blessed Joseph and said, "May the God before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac walked faithfully, the God who has been my shepherd all my life to this day, the angel who has delivered me from all harm, may he bless these boys, may they be called by my name and the names of my father Abraham and Isaac, and may they increase greatly on the earth." When Joseph saw his father placing his right hand on Ephraim's head, he was displeased, so he took a hold of his father's hand to move it from Ephraim's hand to Manasseh's head. Joseph said to him, "No, my father, this one is the firstborn. Put your right hand on his head." But his father refused and said, "I know, my son, I know. He too will become a people, and he too will become great. Nevertheless, his younger brother will be greater than he, and his descendants will become a group of nations." He blessed them that day and said, "In your name will Israel pronounce this blessing. May God make you like Ephraim and Manasseh." So he put Ephraim ahead of Manasseh. Then Israel said to Joseph, I am about to die, but God will be with you and take you back to the land of your fathers. And to you I give one more ridge of land than to your brothers, the ridge I took from the Amorites with my sword and bow.
All right. That was Genesis 48. We're about to be jumping into Genesis 49. We just had a little spike in viewers. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Hope y'all are all staying safe and warm, and hit that like button and subscribe. And we appreciate y'all joining in, taking the time to listen to us read tonight. We're doing our 1-year Bible challenge. We're in Genesis 48 through 50 tonight, and we're at Genesis 49.
And Jacob called for his sons and said, Gather around so I can tell you what will happen to you in days to come. Assemble and listen, sons of Jacob, listen to your father Israel. Reuben, you are my firstborn, my might, the first sign of my strength, excelling in honor, excelling in power. Turbulent as the waters, you will no longer excel, for you went up onto your father's bed, onto my couch, and defiled it. Simeon and Levi are brothers, their swords are weapons of violence. Let me not enter their council, let me not join their assembly, for they have killed men in their anger, and hamstrung oxen as they pleased. Cursed be their anger so fierce, and their fury so cruel. I will scatter them in Jacob, and disperse them in Israel. Judah, your brothers will praise you, your hand will be on the neck of your enemies. Your father's sons will bow down to you. You are a lion's cub, Judah. You return from the prey, my son. Like a lion he crouches and lies down, like a lioness who dares to rouse him. The scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he to whom it belongs shall come, and the obedience of all nations shall be his. He will tether his donkey to a vine, his colt to the choicest branch. He will wash his garments in wine, his robes in the blood of grapes. His eyes will be darker than wine, his teeth whiter than milk.
What? Oh, what happened?
I thought it was talking about Jesus, like foretelling Jesus.
Yeah, go back. Or read start at 49:11 again. Let's see.
He will tether his donkey to a vine, his colt to the choicest branch. He will wash his garments in wine, his robes in the blood of grapes. His eyes will be darker than wine, his teeth whiter than milk.
Okay, so what now? What you have a question about?
It says, Judah's line would produce the promised Messiah, Jesus.
Oh, okay. So what are you saying?
I thought it was talking about Jesus, foretelling Jesus' death
Oh, well, what?
and coming and death.
Okay, well, what was it doing? Or do you, I mean, it's okay if you don't know. I was just asking.
Judah has sold Joseph into slavery and tried to defraud his daughter-in-law. So why did Jacob grant him this blessing? God had chosen Judah to be the ancestor of Israel's line of kings, and his meaning of the scepter will not depart from Judah. This may have been due to Judah's dramatic change of character. Judah's line would produce the promised Messiah, Jesus.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, Genesis 49:13.
Zebulun will live by the seashore and become a haven for ships. His border will extend toward Sidon. Issachar is a raw-boned donkey lying down among the sheep pens. When he sees how good is his resting place and how pleasant is his land, he will bend his shoulder to the burden and submit to forced labor. Dan will provide justice for his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan will be a snake by the roadside, a viper along the path that bites at horses' heels so that its rider tumbles backwards. I look for your deliverance, Lord.
Tobin W2C said, hey buddy, hit that subscribe button and like and comment.
Gad will be attacked by a band of raiders, but he will attack them at their heels. Asher's food will be rich. He will provide delicacies fit for a king. Naphtali is a doe set free that bears beautiful fawns. Joseph is a fruitful vine near a spring whose branches climb over a wall. With bitterness archers attacked him, they shot at him with hostility, but his bow remained steady, his strong arms stayed limber, because of the hand of the mighty one of Jacob, because of the shepherd, the rock of Israel, because of your father's God who helps you, because of the Almighty who blesses you with blessings of the skies above, blessings of the deep springs below, blessings of the breast and womb. Your father's blessings are greater than the blessings of the ancient mountains, than the bounty of the aged old hills. Let all these rest on the head of Joseph, on the bow of the prince among his brothers. Benjamin is a ravenous wolf. In the morning he devours his prey. In the evening he divides the plunder. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is what their father said to them when he blessed them, giving them each the blessing appropriate to them. Then he gave them instructions. I am about to be gathered to my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave in the field of Ephron the Hittite, the cave in the field of Machpelah, near Mamre in Canaan, which Abraham bought along with the field as a burial place from Ephron the Hittite. There Abraham and his wife Sarah were buried. There Isaac and his wife Rebekah were buried. And there I buried Leah. The field and the cave in it were brought from the Hittites. When Jacob had finished giving instructions to his sons, he drew his feet up into the bed, breathed his last, and was gathered to his people.
Alright. That was 49, you guys. We'll be starting in Genesis 50. You need a water or anything? Or need to take a break?
No.
Alright.
Joseph threw himself on his father and wept over him and kissed him. Then Joseph directed the physicians in his service to embalm his father Israel. So the physicians embalmed him, taking a full 40 days, for that was the time required for embalming, and the Egyptians mourned him for 70 days. Okay.
Spencer said, made it. Hey, appreciate you joining in, buddy.
When the days of mourning had passed, Joseph said to Pharaoh's court, If I have found favor in your eyes, speak to Pharaoh for him. Tell him, my father made me swear an oath and said, I am about to die. Bury me in the tomb I dug for myself in the land of Canaan. Now let me go up and bury my father, then I will return. Pharaoh said, Go up and bury your father as he made you swear to do. So Joseph went up to bury his father. All Pharaoh's officials accompanied him, the dignitaries of his court and all the dignitaries of Egypt, besides all the members of Joseph's household and his brothers and those belonging to his father's household. Only their children and their flocks and herds were left in Goshen. Chariots and horsemen also went up with him. It was a very large company. When they reached the threshing floor of Atad, near the Jordan, they lamented loudly and bitterly. And there Joseph observed a 7-day period of mourning for his father. When the Canaanites who lived there saw the mourning at the threshing floor of Atad, they said, The Egyptians are holding a solemn ceremony of mourning. That is why that place near the Jordan is called Abel Mizraim. So Jacob's sons did as he had commanded them. They carried him to the land of Canaan and buried him in the cave in the field of Machpelah near Mamre, which Abraham had bought along with the field as a burial place from Ephron the Hittite. After burying his father, Joseph returned to Egypt together with his brothers and all the others who had gone with him to bury his father. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, What if Joseph holds a grudge against us and pays us back for all the wrongs we did to him? So they sent word to Joseph saying, Your father left these instructions before he died. This is what you are to say to Joseph. Ask you to forgive your brothers the sins and the wrongs they committed in treating you so badly. Now please forgive the sins of the servants of the God of your father. When their message came to him, Joseph wept. His brothers then came and threw themselves down before him. We are your slaves, they said, but Joseph said to them, do not be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So then, don't be afraid. I will provide for you and your children. And he reassured them and spoke kindly to them.
All right. So we're in Genesis 50:22. I know I just have to give an update once in a while, just in case if people just now jumping in and stuff can hear it. But good deal. So we're in Genesis 50:22, you guys. We're on the last home stretch. We're in the last little paragraph here of Genesis, and we'll be moving on to Exodus. I can't believe it. I've got my first whole book of the Bible read. So tonight's going to be a little celebration. Congratulations night for us and everybody that's just now started the journey with us this year. So I'll take over and read this last little paragraph here. And I knew you was going to like that. I was going to say I'll read the 26th, the last sentence there, but I'll read this last little home stretch, you guys. So we're in Genesis 50:22. Let me just hide my face from her real quick. So Joseph's death. Joseph 50:22. Joseph's death. Joseph and his father's family remained in Egypt. Joseph lived 110 years. He saw Ephraim's sons to the third generation. The sons of Manasseh's son Machir were recognized. What? Machir were recognized by Joseph. Joseph said to his brothers, I'm about to die, but God will certainly come to your aid and bring you up from this land to the land he swore to give Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So Joseph made the sons of Israel take an oath. When God comes to your aid, you are to carry my bones up from here. Joseph died at the age of 110. They embalmed him and placed him in a coffin in Egypt. All right, so that's it. You're welcome, baby. Glad I could finish that off strong for us. She's gonna kill me later, guys. I better keep this live going. Oh, but that's it, you guys. Look at there. Blank page on this side. Exodus starts right there. So if y'all want to get a jump on us this week, you guys, go ahead and jump on into Exodus, and we'll be catching up hopefully tomorrow night, maybe the night after, depending on what this weather and all that does with our work schedule. I'm gonna try to go into work just a little bit late in the morning, but y'all stay safe, you guys, and congratulations to everybody that's been following along with us for the whole time. So pat yourself on the back. We got a whole book done out of the Bible. It makes me feel good. But so we can't do this without you guys. We appreciate all y'all's love and support to the channel. So fixing to get off here and do my workouts for the night, and then we're gonna probably go take a shower and hit the hay and get ready for another hard work week tomorrow. I gotta knock it out strong and knock out this whole week. But y'all be safe, and let's hope that the worst of the storms is over with. But and Colby said, heck yeah. Oh, Spencer said, heck yeah. Hey, that's it, you guys. We appreciate y'all joining in. So we're gonna log off here, but maybe the worst of the storm's over with, and maybe it'll start warming up some in the next little bit. Well, we appreciate y'all joining in. Y'all have a good, safe rest of y'all's night, and hope y'all get some good sleep.